I had had some bad experience with some dentists in the past, so I came here, and the minute I came in, from the moment you come into the reception area, it's just a very nice, warm, welcoming feel. Everybody is always very supportive, very kind, very patient with explaining things to you, letting you understand what's going on. I've had crown work done. The biggest thing I think is implant work with Dr. Argeros. I had some back teeth that were missing for a long time. And when I first came to Dr. Argeros, I spoke to him about what could they do. Well, in my particular case, because there were no teeth to the rear to do a partial or something like that, he mentioned that he did implant work, something I was unfamiliar with at the time. So he walked me through the process, and I was anxious the first time he did, because I've had more than one implant here. The first time he did the implant for me, I had to have sedation because I was anxious. And that procedure went so well. I had an amazing recovery, no problem. And to this day, it's probably the greatest gift I ever gave myself, because I really couldn't chew on this side for years, maybe 20 years. And he put in an implant that spanned that gap. Well, then I had like an odd tooth here that was missing. Well, after that, because I had such a great experience that first time, I never needed sedation again. I just went in and did it and done. And every time the recovery has been amazing. But I've had routine cleanings here, fillings, you name it, I've been through all of it here. Growing up, my family didn't have a lot of money, so dental work was sometimes an afterthought. It wasn't the most important thing. And quite honestly, a lot of the time, if something got too bad, there wasn't the money to pay for root canals or crowns, so the option was pull it, otherwise you just kept suffering. You could only fill so much. So I did lose like several teeth in that area. Before, I had to be mindful of what I was eating, making sure if it was hard food or difficult to chew food that you stay on the one side. It's freedom. I mean, that's the only way you can describe it. It really is a wonderful gift. The best money I've ever spent on myself ever. It really is. Implants are not cheap, that's a fact. I have dental insurance, so that helps. But, if you decide what's important in your life, where you're going to spend your money, you have choices to make. To me, being able to have teeth in your mouth that you can chew and eat just like everybody else, that's money very well spent. And there was no pressure. It was totally up to me. He didn't try and force me to do implants. It was totally my decision, but he laid out the options. He was very upfront about the cost, what the recovery was going to be like, and he was right on the money. And the thing about Dr. Argeros is he follows up. The day you go home, you don't not see him again or don't hear from him. He calls right after the fact to make sure, is everything going well? Are you feeling okay? Is there anything we can do? Very impressive, very professional. To me, there was a connection between he and I, that I felt comfortable with him, that I wasn't going to go searching around to compare price. I mean, if I felt comfortable, and that's really what I look for in a doctor, is somebody who is going to do the work, explain it to me so that I understand it, but then also not pressure me, that it really was up to me in the end. It wasn't him saying you have to do this or you need to do this. It was totally up to me. I mean, it's really wonderful when you come in the door. The first people that greet you, the people at reception, are always pleasant. No matter what's going on in this office, no matter how busy, everybody always takes time to smile and say hi and make a connection with you. Of course, the doctors are amazing. Anybody who's ever helped with Dr. Argeros when he's been working on me, or Dr. Plourde, fabulous. And my hygienist, Nancy, she's the best. She really is. When you come here, I used to be anxious coming to the dentist. I'm not anymore, because you just feel like it's kind of like coming home. I mean, everybody here is so pleasant and so nice and so professional. I mean, they have that nice blend of professionalism, but also treating like a human being, that it's not just the clinical stuff, that there's also some involvement with asking, how's your life, how's your family, what's going on. It's a really great environment. Well, I've seen both Dr. Argeros and Dr. Plourde, and both have a very, I don't know, comforting is the way I would feel. I mean, we talk about music and gardening and, just everything that's going on in your life. And the thing is, from time to time, they remember discussions that we've had in the past, and we'll have, talks about whatever's going on in my life, or maybe something that's going on in theirs. And they're always willing to explain. Before they start any procedure, they always tell you what's going to happen, where it's going, what's going to be the result. And then when the procedure is done, they always tell you what to expect after the fact, what the rules are You never go away wondering. You never go away questioning, what did I need to know that I don't know? They always make sure that you really go away informed. It really, if you've had any issues with dentists in the past, like I have, that you have some fear or some concern about how is it going to be and am I going to be able to get through it all, it's a really great place to be, because from the minute you step in the door until the minute you walk out, you always feel that there are people that care, that really are interested in what's going on.